Hello, welcome back to Al Talks. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about the confirmed gigs that I've booked for will be next week at this stage. I'm recording a couple episodes in advance. It's next week. I'm recording a couple episodes in advance, or in 2 weeks' time, because I'll be away, and I don't want to be bringing all my equipment on the road, so on the Monday that I'm off, I'm going to be doing the circle sessions. I think I said that the last time. Tuesday, I try to book. There isn't an awful lot going on in Dublin comedy wise, and Tuesdays, like I said, giggles every second week for the summer and stuff. So, unfortunately, couldn't book anything. I tried to book myself into a place up in Dublin called The Empire Laughs Back, but they didn't have any spots. It's actually quite unfortunate. Funnily enough, that place where they hosted in that pub, it's actually beside the hostel that I usually stay at when I go to Belfast. Um, but hopefully, I might get in there in the future. We'll see. And then on the Wednesday, so nothing on Tuesday. Probably just hang around with a bunch of comedian friends. And Wednesday, I'm doing the box comedy at the Halfpenny Bridge Inn. Really excited to be doing that. Going back to the place where I started comedy. It's actually my first time to perform in there since I think. Let me just check. Bum bum bum. Da, da, da. Oh, can't seem to find it. Oh, da, da, da. Okay, here it is. Yeah, 27th February 2020. So it's been like 2 years since I performed there. So really excited going back there. Uh, Not as an open micer, even though it is an open mic, but as a seasoned veteran, no, as you know, as a mature comedian this stage, I think maybe not too sure. We'll see. And then on Thursday, I'm doing Crash and Burn in Hysteria. It'll be my first time performing Hysteria, so I'm really looking forward to that. And that is the roundup of. Oh, excuse me. That is the roundup of the comedy that I'll be doing that week. Um, like I said, I haven't done anything. I think it's been the 11th of May was last time. Yeah, nothing since the 11th of May. So this will be, it's what to be July. So about 6 weeks of not doing comedy, give or take 6, 7 weeks. Um, and the reason being is just a lot of things going on in my personal life and stuff like that. And it's been like I don't usually talk about personal stuff on here, but I was listening to an Uncle Joey's joint a couple of weeks ago, and he was talking about how because he went to prison because he tried to kidnap someone with a machine gun, and obviously when you come out of prison and you're a felon in the US, it's very hard to get jobs and stuff like that. So he thought really hard about what he wanted to do. And then while he was in prison, somebody said, well, they actually said, this dude who worked in the library said, if you don't become a stand up comedian, when I get out, I'm going to find you, I'm going to kill you. So he was like, oh shit, so I have to do it now. Um, but he became a stand-up and probably one of the best ever comedians. But he was saying, that nobody gave him anything. He had to work for everything he ever got in terms of his stand-up career, and that you know he, he had this phrase, just show up, because he was talking about having to deal with bookers, like really shitty bookers. There was one booker he said in particular. She was, I think it was the Funny Bones she was doing. Basically, this woman, she was in charge of one of the Funny Bone comedy clubs around in the US. And if you got in good with her, she would recommend you for other places. So Joey said he went up there for a gig, and she wasn't nice to him all week and stuff like that. And he made a point. She said, "Oh, people complain about your material, change your material." I said, "No, fuck you, I'm not gonna do it." And he said, he goes, sometimes you just have to stand your ground, and um, because 9 times out of 10 you'd be right. But he made a point about showing up. Like, I mean, like I've told you earlier in the year when I fucked up at Stitches at their Gong show, I felt really bad, but that night, the conversation I had with Reggie, Gary, and Melinda, they gave me so much support, and just said, look, it's the same kind of thing that Joey's talking about. Just show up, go to open mics and stuff, go to as many of them as you can, you will improve. And I do see a genuine improvement. That's what I'm saying. Like, from that last time I was in a hay penny to where I am now, it's, it's a huge difference in terms of the material and performance and stuff like that. It's because I just, like Uncle Joey said, just show up. That's what it's really about. Showing up, going up. He said, like, I mean, usually before gigs, what I like to start doing is write out. Like, I have everything in my notebook that I always bring, but before gigs, like I think I've showed you these before. I write out all the jokes out, stuff like that. And these really help. Like, I mean, it's, while I may have not been doing comedy, there was this other background things I've been doing for. At the moment I'm trying to apply for, trying to see if I can do spots at the Edinburgh Fringe this year. Because this year, when they start comedy, I think it was 22nd of August. Yeah, 22nd of August 2019. And I'm going to Edinburgh on 26th. I'll be there from 26th through 29th. So, if I do get to do shows, because it'll be a couple of days after my 3-year comedy anniversary. It's hard to believe it's been 3 years, to be honest, as well. But yeah, like I said, just show up. And I've been with, like I said, in terms of comedy, it's been, I haven't done anything for a while, but doesn't mean there isn't background stuff happening. Not an awful lot, but I'm trying to get into places. Actually, funny enough, that the week that I'm off, the Thursday, like, if I talked to NY about Crash and Burn like ages ago, but that week I could have done. I got an invitation to go up to Limerick for Katie Daly's to do it. I think it was a 10-minute spot, and then that day as well, there's spots at Columbia Bar in Mullingar. So there's a lot of options on the Thursday, which is great to have. But like I said, I did already have booked Hysteria, so but nevertheless, I'm gonna really enjoy doing Hysteria. I'm gonna enjoy every single one of those gigs that I've got. The circle sessions will be pretty cool because it's in the International, somewhere where I hope to gig this year or next year, depending. We'll see. But yeah, that's, yeah. Like I said, I'm recording in bulk, so you won't hear about probably what this week's episode next week. Yeah, So yeah, it'll be 3 weeks time. You'll hear about how I got on during my week off and stuff. So I don't think there's anything else to add. But yeah, just keep an eye on the socials. If you're, I've been in Dublin doing the gigs, so Circle Sessions is free in. Uh, Crash and Burn is free in, but you're encouraged to make a donation so Hysteria can keep the lights on, pay the comedians, stuff like that. And then there's tickets for the box comedy on Wednesday. I put links to all of the things in my what you call it, link tree and stuff, and in the description below the week that I'm doing the gigs. So the episode that'll release the week of, I'll put all that crap in. You can check out my socials. You knock around Dublin and stuff. But that's today's episode anyway. So once again, thanks for the support. Thanks for watching. I forgot to do promotion. You can buy one of these stickers to help me and to help support the podcast. They are €2.50 each with postage and shipping included. €2.50 because I use euros. But yeah, that's today's episode. Thanks for listening, and I shall see you next week.